Hey guys, today I'm on my way down to Paul Pavlo Motors to pick up some of the final pieces for the engine. They have valve spring kit there for me with retainers, collets, valve stem seals, all of that. Also have lifters and lifter buckets there waiting for me as well. So I've got the cylinder heads with me. I'm going to be fitting the springs to the heads while I'm there. They've got the cool little tool, which makes it a lot easier, so I'm just going to do that while I'm there. I also have the sump with me while I'm there. I'll be using their parts cleaner to get that to a reasonable state if I can. So just heading there now, not too far away, and yeah, I'll catch you when we're there. Alright guys, here we are, Paul Pavlo Motors. That's all the boys have got here at the moment. Another turbo LS setup. Steve going in with another turbo LS. Nice VN SS over here. Boys have got plenty on inside as always. So anyway, what we've done, just cleaned up my heads, giving them a nice wash. Young Blakey boy. So here we are. Cylinder heads are cleaned up, not too bad. And this little Lunardi spring kit will be fitting. So let's get into it. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown on how this tool actually works. So it just bolts up, as you can see, sits over the retainers. Tighten that up. You can see I just lost 2 collets. Make sure we recover them. Pull your collets out. Grab that other one in a minute. Release. Then allows you to remove your standard springs. pull off your factory valve stem seals. That's our retainers. Have these spring seats. Put them down. Then fit the new valve stem seals, which I do accordingly. Put the springs on, put the tool back on and tighten it up. Okay guys, while I was doing the heads, I'd come out here before out the back and put the sump in the parts washer. So that's it there. As you guys saw in the first video, pretty disgusting. So we'll start scrubbing and see how we can get it to come up. Hey guys, so we have made it back from Paul Pavlo's today. I did end up getting the sump finished. I just didn't film the last of it. I got majority of it done in the parts washer, which is where I finished filming. I did then take it out and use some aluminum wheel cleaner and actually let it soak for a bit longer and then hosed it out. That's it there. There's still some little bits in the corners to deal with. I'll give that a little bit of a scrub with some brake cleaner and wipe it out, dry it out. But compared to what that was, that's 100% better. Just quickly as well, the other day I did come out and bolt on the front timing cover, the new gasket and seal. I obviously put that timing chain guide in beforehand. Bolted the new pickup on, and that's when I noticed that something wasn't right and I was missing the windage tray. So I also picked that up today. Gave that a clean while I was there. So that's to go back in the sump. That's the windage tray there. So we'll start by removing the pickup, bolt that windage tray in, and then move on to the rear cover, finish off that sump and bolt the sump up. So let's get into it. Torque spec for these is 18 foot-pounds. Probably don't really need to torque them. 18 foot-pounds isn't a lot, but I've got the torque wrench here, so I figured why not. another reason why it is always good practice to space your engine out a little bit away from the head of the stand. I find it always makes it a little bit easier. You have to square the covers to the block, so there is a slight bit of up and down movement, and what will happen is if you do not get that right, I've never done it but I've heard of it happening, that you can actually break the sump or like break the corner off. Ideally you want a straight edge or something like that. I don't have a straight edge here, so all I did for the front cover was used a small spirit level that I have, just the corner of it. So all I did was just used this edge here, as it's a straight surface, and you want to make sure that right, so we've done something a little too much. I find it always easier to start with the cover higher. Just putting a little bit of sealant just where the timing covers join to the block. Now with your new sump gasket, you can rivet it to the sump. That's how they are from factory. I don't bother, but what I do make sure is that the old rivets are gone from the sump, so they're not going to risk. You're not going to risk holding the sump higher by an old rivet. Set my gasket on. Grab my sump. See how I've finished cleaning it and put it all back together. Now, I bought ARP sump bolts purely because I didn't have any sump bolts. Don't really think it's probably a necessary thing, but yeah, for the price and availability, having any genuine bolts, I just grabbed these. Now I'm doing the cylinder heads. So new lifter buckets, new lifters. You do want to make sure you use the correct bolts. They have a little step in them to actually locate the bucket. Okay guys, other cylinder head is bolted on. I've just bolted the inlet manifold on as well and started clearancing the cross member for the sump. So it's at a stage where I'm pretty happy with it. So we're going to bolt the cross member back in the car and then we are going to drop the engine in.
There we have it, guys. The engine is in. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe, leave me any comments. Don't forget to hit the little bell for notifications. Cheers.